So, that's exactly how I always start my sentences and my videos. I was just thinking, I've been recording this series for about 2.5 hours. And I'm still at the prologue, so I'm not even sure how long this game is going to be, but I'm loving it so far. It's really great. Also, I've read that this is an eroge, but I can't really see how some scenes will play into this whole game, since it's presented as some kind of war, so I'm not even sure how that romance angle is going to come into play. After breakfast, I clearly explain my immediate plans.
何？学校に行くだと？
ええ、何か問題あるかしら、あっちゃん。
問題はないが、しかし、それは。
Archie hesitates, but does not object. He must have realized yesterday that I'm not the type to take back my decisions. I can kind of tell without him saying so. Archie is sarcastic, but he has an honest side to him. So it seems he won't complain about something he's accepted. Yes, in other words, he's faithful in an awkward way. This is my conclusion. No, more of an intuition after watching Archer for all of yesterday.
リン、マスターになったからには常に敵マスターを警戒しなくてはならない。学校という場は不意の襲撃に備えにくい場所だろ。
A thing I'm not really sure about is the Holy Grail War something that just starts after some kind of ritual? After the 7 masters all have a servant, or can just an attack happen right now at any time? I don't know.
そんなことはないけどね。いいあっちゃん。私はマスターになったからって今までの生活を変える気はないわ。それにマスター同士の戦いは人目を避けるものでしょ。それなら人目につく学校にいれば不意打ちされることはまずないと思うけど。
そうか。リンがそう決めたのなら私は従うだけだ。だが霊体化して君の護衛をするぐらいはいいのだろうな。まさか学校に行っている間はここに残れなどとは言うまい。
Don't tell me that Archie is going to comment about all their interactions with the other school students. That would be insanely funny.
当たり前じゃない。学校に限らず外に出るときはそばにいてもらうからね。マスターを守るのもサーバントの役割なんだから頼りにしてるわ。
それを聞いて安心した。信頼に応えるのは騎士の務め。せいぜい期待に沿うとしよう。だがリン、もしもの話だが、その安全な場所に敵がいたとしたらどうする？
何？学校にマスターがいるかもしれないってかて？
Well, it could be possible, and I'm sure you have to consider all the possibilities with this Holy Grail War.
そうだ。確かに学び屋には生徒と教師以外は入りにくいが、すでに内部の者がマスターだとしたら厄介ではないのか？
それはないんじゃないかな。この町には魔術師の家系は遠坂とあと一つしかないの。そのあと一つっていう家系は落ちぶれてるし、マスターにもなってないし。
But a few parts ago you said that being a magi is something to keep hidden, so maybe there's some other hidden family you don't know of.
マスターになっていないとどうしてわかる？
あのね、うち以外に魔術師の家系がいるんなら真っ先に確かめるのは当然でしょ。そいつマスターにはなってなかったし、あっちの家系の後継者にはマスターになるだけの魔力がないから無視して構わないわ。
そうか。つまりリンの通う学校にはもう一人魔術師がいるのだな。だが マスターになれるほどの魔力を持ち合わせていないと。
そういうこと。だから他のマスターは外からやってくる連中が大半のはず。そんな連中が学校にまでやってくることはないでしょう。
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm just speculating here as always, but I don't think it's wise to limit your expectations about what you would do. I mean, even if you wouldn't cause a scene at school, that doesn't mean that other masters won't. Maybe there's just a master that doesn't give a shit and attack everywhere.
まあ今の段階ではな。だがリン、何事にも例外は存在する。もし学校に君が知らない魔術師がいたとしたらどうする？
だからいないってば。魔術師っていうのは他の同業に敏感なの。1年も同じ学校にいたらね、どんなに隠してても魔術師の存在は感じ取れる。断言するけど、うちの学校に魔術師は2人しかいないわ。そのうちの1人が私で、もう1人はマスターになるだけの力がない魔術師見習いなの。
She's so sure of herself. I have the feeling that she might just, at some point, underestimate some other people.
わかった？アーチャーの用心はただの杞憂よ。そんなこと絶対にありえないんだから。
だからもしもの話だ。物事には常に裏目が存在する。本来ありえざることが起こるのもまた運命だ。もしそういった事態になった場合、私に八つ当たりをするのだけは思いとどまってほしいと言っているのだ。
Archie smiles dryly. Just that action makes me want to take it out on him. But if I did, I would be late for school.
そんなことあるわけないじゃない。もしもの話っていうのは起きないからもしもの話なのよ。もしそんなことになったら、その時は私の見通しが甘かったってだけなんだから。
That sounds fair enough.
よし、確かに聞いたぞ。それでは行こうか、リン。君の学び屋まで30分。そろそろ出なければ間に合わない時間帯だ。
驚いた。もしもの話って本当にあるのね。
ああ、私も驚いている。いや、何事もケチをつけておくものだな。思わぬところで役に立った。
Don't tell me there's a makers in school which we didn't know about. As soon as we pass the school's main gate, we joke around like that. Around us are students heading to classrooms, and it's almost time for homeroom. In a crowd of people rushing to the school building, we stand dumbfounded.
空気がよどんでるどころの話じゃない。これ、もう結界が張られてない？
完全にではないが、すでに準備は始まっているようだな。
Well, shit.
ここまで派手にやっているということは、よほどの大物か。
It was just like I was saying that just because Ren thinks that she wouldn't cause trouble at school, it doesn't mean that some other makers won't.
とんでもない素人ね。異常を感じさせる結界なんて三流だもの。やるんなら仕掛ける時まで隠し通しておくのが一流よ。
Or maybe that person just wants you to underestimate him or her.
で、君はどちらだと思う？リン。
さあ、一流だろうが三流だろうが知ったことじゃないわ。私のテリトリーでこんなゲスなもの仕掛けたやつなんて問答無用でぶっ倒すだけよ。
So, there isn't some kind of ritual before the whole thing, air quotations, officially starts? It's just that whenever two masters meet, they can battle it out. I walk angrily through the schoolyard. As a magus, I'm not about to mince words, but I can't be satisfied until I properly punish the creator of this boundary field. After second period, while walking back from the music room, I see a first year student walking unsteadily. The student is carrying some stack of papers, and it looks like she's having trouble.
手伝うわ、さくら。
Don't tell me she's a magus.
遠坂先輩。何、プリント？世界史って言ったらうちの担任じゃない。クズキのやつ、女生徒に使いをさせるなんて何考えてんだか。ほら、半分貸して。はい。ありがとうございます、先輩。いいっていいって。それじゃこれ、さくらのクラスまで？くずき先生のところです。誤字があったから回収するって言ってました。納得。くずきは融通きかないからね。一つ誤字があったぐらいで試験を中止させるやつだった。
That's really strict.
試験って学校の試験をですか？そう。あれは去年の中間試験だったかな。みんながガーッとマークシートを塗りつぶしてる時にやってきてね。誤字があるので正しい問題ではなかった。よって試験は中止。後日改めて行うってあの調子で淡々と言ったのよ。私たちも驚いたけど先生方も驚いてね。今でもあれは語り草よ。
That sounds kinda extreme.
なんかくずき先生らしいですね、それ。先生、物を教える立場に間違いは許されないって人ですから。
Well, teachers are still people, so and people make mistakes.
くずきのは度が過ぎてるけどね。さくらもそのうち思い知るわよ。くずきの堅物ぶりったら岩か山かって感じなんだから。遠坂先輩、くずき先生のことが好きなんですね。先輩がそんな風に言うなんて珍しいです。そう？まあ確かにくずきはもうちょっと柔軟性があればなって思うけど。
I think that, but I also think that he's not bad this way. At our school, there's a teacher liked by all students and a teacher feared by all students. The balance between the two works so well that I think Gosuke-sensei is a good disciplinarian. He's the stick in the carrot and stick approach. まあ、2年になればもっとくずきと顔を合わせるようになるわ。あいつは倫理も受け持ってるし。He sounds like the suitable person to teach ethics. そんなことよりさくら、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだけど、いい？ It's just that I love going into this blind. I haven't even seen any anime of this series, and I know there's a ton of anime of this series, but I don't know anything about how the story is going to go, and in my head I just keep guessing all kinds of stuff. 何ですか、先輩？昨日の話なんだけど、さくら、見かけない外国人と話してなかった？見てたんですか、先輩。たまたま。それであれ何だったの？知り合い？いいえ、それがよくわからない人だったんです。あの人、道に迷ってたみたいでした。いろいろ聞いてくるんだけど、何を言ってるのか聞き取れなくて、 Oh, he is a foreigner. Maybe he is a master. I mean, Rin didn't sense anything from him, but maybe he can just hide it better. So she ran away. そっか。ごめんなさい。少しだけ気になったから。 Well, either way, that dude is just way too suspicious.
いえ、構いません。ここまででいいです先輩。あとは届けるだけですから。そう？それじゃあまたね。
I pass the handout back to Sakura. As I start to head back to my classroom, I pause.
さくら、最近はどう？はい、大丈夫。そう。シンジがまた何かやったら言いなさい。あいつはどってものを知らないから、黙っていると悪化する一方よ。心配いりませんよ先輩。兄さん、この頃は優しいんですから。
As she says that with such a smile, I can't say anything else. I bid it goodbye once more and turn my back to on the familiar junior. Day ends. Students leave the classroom and the building gets darker by the second. The sun will set soon. When the red sun sets and night falls, there should be no one left in the school.
始めるわよ、あーちゃん。まずは結界の下調べ。どんな結界かを調べてから、消すか残すか決めましょう。
I trust my invisible partner. Archie must understand as I sense him nodding. Boundary field is something that protects his caster. I also, like I said before, because I don't know anything about this and I only know, well, Saber and Archer as servants. There are 5 other servants that I don't know who they are, so I'm just so hyped to see what else is there. You could call it a geographical magic, in which one knits a line of magic across the land to change the interior. Infinite different effects are possible within the boundary field. There are also sorts of boundary field, from ones that conceal the area from people's eyes, to ones that limit the use of magic within them. The most aggressive of all are those that oppress life forms within them. Boundary field laid out over our school is of that kind. Well, that sounds like the most dangerous kind of boundary field. So would that I'm just wondering here all the time, would that suggest that its caster is very powerful? It's not yet complete, but once it is, everyone in school should fall unconscious. So I guess with everyone unconscious, then a battle can take place. Something like this won't affect me. After all, a boundary field is something targeted not at me, but at the place I'm in. Such an indirect magical energy intervention has no effect on magi who have magical energy throughout their bodies. A weak current floating through the air will only be repelled by a strong current like myself. But this boundary field has a different intention. I don't know what kind of person set up this boundary field, but his intention is not to defeat the master. It's hard to believe, but this targets everyone in this school. There's only one reason to do something like that. To throw other masters out, I assume. Unbelievably, this guy is. I search the school building and emerge onto the rooftop to finish. It's dark outside. It's 8 o'clock now, way past school closing time, which is 6. The only people staying in the school are me and Archer.
これで7つ目か。とりあえずここが起点みたいね。
A 7-stroke mark is openly drawn on the rooftop. This purplish red character is only visible to Magi. It's something I've never seen before, and great with something unknown.
参ったな。これ私の手には負えない。
Does that mean that person who passed the whole boundary here has summoned his servant at school? Or am I mixing things up? The person who set up this boundary field didn't think about anything. He didn't think, but the boundary field is bound with amazing skill. I can temporarily drain magical energy from this boundary field, but it cannot eliminate the boundary field itself. Boundary field can be reactivated just by having the caster put more magical energy into it again. Archie says nothing. He's been quiet ever since we came out onto the rooftop. Probably because he too recognizes the power of this boundary field. This boundary field doesn't just drain one's strength. Once activated, it will literally dissolve all the people within it. Oh shit. For some reason I thought that this boundary field would just let people fall unconscious like an extended sleep or anything, but this will just kill people. That's insane. There are boundary fields that drain physical and mental strength from people within them. But the boundary field laid out over this school is on a completely different level. This is a soul eater. It is a blood fort that dissolves people within it and claims the souls that seep out. Since ancient times, souls have been hard to handle. Even though they're believed to exist and are necessary for magic, only one magus has ever understood the soul. Souls are only things to be investigated or things to be moved into containers. It's incomprehensible not merely to check them out, but also to collect them in a single place. It's because magus has no use for them, even if one were to collect this unconvertible energy. So, if there's a reason, it must be...
アーチャー、あなたたちってそういうもの？
I asked coldly.
ご推察の通りだ。我々は基本的に霊体だと言っただろう。故に食事は第2ないし第3要素となる。君たちが肉を栄養とするように、サーバントは精神と魂を栄養とする。栄養を取ったところで基本的な能力は変わらないが、取り入れれば取り入れるほどタフになる。つまり魔力の貯蔵量が上がっていくというわけだ。
Yes. To strengthen your servant, you must attack people indiscriminately.
マスターから提供される魔力だけじゃ足りないってこと？
足りなくはないが、大いに越したことはない。実力が劣る場合、弱点を武士で補うのが戦争だろ。
Yeah, I guess it's just to basically power up your servant, and this person who casts a barrier, a boundary field, just wants to gain a lot of energy just in one fell swoop.
周囲の人間からエネルギーを奪うのはマスターとしては基本的な戦略だ。そういった意味で言えばこの結界は効率がいい。
Who set this up? Archie is saying that if I want to win, I should kill people and steal their strength. How simple. I already knew that. That's why I think I know which path I'm going to choose.
それ勘に触るわ。二度と口にしないで、ハーチャー。
I say so, while staring at the mark on the ground. For some reason, Archie sounds
同
happy.
感だ。私も真似をするつもりはない。
As he confidently answers.
さて、それじゃ消そうか。無駄だろうけど、とりあえず邪魔をするぐらいにはなる。
But who said it? That's the big question. I approach the mark engraved on the ground and extend my left arm. The magic crest on my left arm is the book of magic passed down to the Saka family. I switch on my stance. I push magical energy into my magic crest, read the part that explains the elimination of boundary fields, and now all I have to do is activate it. Eliminate surgical extraction, second section. I touch the ground with my left hand and let my magical energy flow out. This will at least wash the color off this mark, but...
なんだよ、消しちまうのか？もったいねえ。
Suddenly, as if to stop the erasure of the boundary field, a voice echoes over. What is this music? I quickly stand up and turn around. He looks like an older servant. On top of the water tower in the sky 10 meters away, a guy is looking down at me. Deep ultramarine that melts into the night. His grin is wild and the bestial smell carries on the wind. The stare of a beast is a cool one. The man in blue looks at me like an old friend, even in this situation.
これ、あなたの仕業？
いや、小細工を浪するのは魔術師の役割だ。俺たちはただ命じられたまま戦うのみ。
See,
だろ？
I
そこの兄さんよ。
That he was a servant. Casual, but his voice is filled with murderous intent. The guy can see Archer.
やっぱり、サーバント。
そうとも。で、それがわかるお嬢ちゃんは、俺の敵ってことでいいのかな？
But who's your master? My spine freezes. A normal light tone of voice. And it's cooler than anything I've ever heard. Scary enough to make me vomit. I can't tell how I should move or what my best course is. And like Rin, I never expected shit like this to happen so soon. This is only the prologue. What is going on? But my reason is telling me absolutely not to fight this man right here. So I thought that, if I remember correctly, that 7 people were needed to summon the grill and then they could fight over it. So has the grill already been summoned? What is going on?
ほう、大したもんだ。何もわからねえようで要点は抑えてやがる。ああ、失敗したなこりゃ。面白がって声をかけるんじゃなかったぜ。
Man raises his arm. It happens in an instant. The arm that held nothing until now. Now holds a red weapon 2 meters long. A big spear or javelin. I jump to the side without thinking. I can't spare the time to consider that I can't jump full force while on the rooftop. I just jump with full force to the side as if trying to smash the fence. A whirlwind rushes past my hair. Barely made it. He rushed me in an eye blink and mercilessly slashed at the space I just occupied.
いい足してるな、お嬢ちゃん。
Blue whirlwind pursues me. There are no escapes. The fence is behind me, to my side. No, I won't make it.
S East Growth! S East Climb!
And what the hell is with these incantations? I mean... I guess Japanese people, or at least producers from anime and games and whatever Japanese media that uses German phrases for something, maybe I think it's cool, but I think it's just sounds cringy. My response is fast. I run the magic crystal on my left arm and assemble the magic in a single measure. It lights my body and adjusts gravity. In this instant, my body becomes light as a feather and I leap.
Leap.
分かってる、任せて。
I jump over the fence and fall from the rooftop. The wind and pressure pushes against my body. 50 meters to the ground. 1.7 seconds until landing. No, that's too slow. You'll catch up.
Fox, go to Sアドレス。 アーチャー、着地任せた。
I let Archie take the impact of the landing and start to run as soon as my feet touch the ground. First, I have to change the location. You have to go somewhere we can move around freely, not a small place like the rooftop. You have to move to a large field with no obstacles to play to Archie's and my strength. I guess this was an ambush for us. I mean, I guess the enemy master must know that Archie is a range specialist, so he would force the encounter in an enclosed space just to force an advantage. I ran from the rooftop to the school ground in less than 7 seconds. It's more than 100 meters. My speed is so fast that normal people would only see a blur. But that's...
いや、本気でいい足だ。ここで仕留めるのはいささかもったいなさすぎるか。
meaningless against a servant.
アーチャー、
This is so fucking badass already. I mean, normally visual novels are just backgrounds and text, but the animations that they show here are limited because of the medium being a visual novel. It's so great, it's so awesome. Cloudy night. In Archer's hand is a short sword that reflects the weak moonlight.
へえ。
The man crooks his mouth.
いいね。そう来なくっちゃ。話が早いやつは嫌いじゃない。
A large whirlwind. As the weapon swung at me from the rooftop. The blood-red crimson lance that tried mercilessly slaughter me.
ランサーのサーバント。
いかにも、そういうあんたのサーバントはセイバー。
No?
って感じじゃねえな。何者だ、てめえ。
What else with your eyes? That's creepy. I also... It almost sounds like some kind of running gag, but... Is Saber supposed to be connected with Rin's family normally, since Rin was sure as hell that she would get Saber as a servant, and this dude Lancer here also says now that Saber should be Rin's servant. There's no sign of his previous casual demeanor. In response to Lancer, full of murderous intent, Archer remains silent. Distance between the two is about 5 meters. The weapon in Lancer's hand is about 2 meters. For that man with the bestial smell, I feel the remaining 3 meters are meaningless.
まっとうな一騎打ちをするタイプじゃねえな、てめえは。ってことは、アーチャーか。
Archie does not respond with a sneering voice either. Confronting each other, strangely, are red and blue. The two counterfeit-colored knights are already watching from the other's flinching blow.
いいぜ。好みじゃねえが、出会ったからにはやるだけだ。そら、獲物を出せよ、アーチャー。これでも礼はわきまえているからな。それぐらいは待ってやる。
Archie does not respond. There's nothing to say to an enemy he must defeat. The steel back of it seems to declare so. That makes me realize I'm being stupid. Archie's just waiting for my word, my command.
アーチャー、
I talk to his back without approaching him.
手助けはしないわ。あなたの力、ここで見せて。
Was that a laugh? He grins as to if to answer my words, and the red knight dashes forward. Twirling gusts of wind. So cool! Sword shot in hand, the red bullet launches.
バカが
What meets him is a blue spear thrust. If the dashing archer is a raising wind, the responding spearhead is a divine wind. Destroy the swing to deflect the thrust. Archer parries the thrust of a high-speed lance with his sword. When the red stops, the enemy did not permit Archer's rush. The enemy doesn't even let him get within 2 meters in range of the spear. For a long weapon, distance is always preferred. As Lancer has a weapon almost 2 meters long, he only needs to attack when the enemy comes into his range. Thrusting at an approaching enemy is easier than moving out yourself. But even so, Lancer closes the distance himself and doesn't even allow Archer to move forward.
たわけ旧兵風情が接近戦を挑んだな。
His temper is like a burning fire. Lancer closes in with each blow with no thought of stopping. With a long weapon, it's suicidal to close in on an enemy. Spearman's tactic is to use their long range to defeat the enemy and win the battle. So, as Lancer is just advancing unchecked, he doesn't have a chance of winning.
嘘。
But that's just by the book. Lancer's lance shows no vulnerabilities as it strikes for the throat, shoulders, forehead and heart. Just so fast even the after images are blurred. As he strikes off his lance repels, rebuffs, and pushes back Archer, one of his thrusts could be called a final blow. But even as a bowman, Archer is a servant. No ordinary attack can be a final blow. Having repelled the lance aimed at his forehead, Archer closes in with speed superior to Lance's lance. Based on the shape, you might think that the main attack of a lance is a thrust, but the basic strength of a lance is in its swings. This is because a wide swing using a long range does not allow the enemy to dodge it by stepping back. A partial retreat does not allow escape, and an attempt to counterattack will only result in a slashed stomach. But simply going forward will end up in a smashed rib on the long shaft of the lance. Archer and Lancer are similarly built. On top of that, it's hard for Archer with no heavy armor to step into range of lance, swing like a whirlwind. But thrusts are a different story. A blazing fast thrust is certain to strike you. It's certainly scary. But as long as the attack targets a point, there are many ways to avoid it once you see it, as Archer just did. Hitting the shaft on the approaching lance to redirect it slightly creates an opening. It must be because he underestimated the bowman. The advantage of a long weapon is the length and freedom of its range. Once Lancer has discarded these advantages himself, his defeat is. When the red stops, a nightmare-like damage reversing. The thrust is faster than the previous ones. Oh crap. Archie tries to parry the blow, but he gets flicked away along with his weapon. There are no openings in Lancer's attack. No, not just that. The thrusts increase in speed and power without limit, and it becomes a final blow even for a servant. We're the ones underestimated him. That servant, for Lancer's weapon, there are no general rules about lances. Who could even parry continuous attacks without even space to breathe between them? Archer manages to retreat a bit and parries, and as a result the distance between them opens up a little. At distance, Lancer uses that distance as a runway to launch an even more powerful attack. The ranging continuous attack is only a repetition of that. The blows themselves are godlike. 10 blows already? No, it must actually be many times more than that. The heavy rain of lance powers, which has more strength, try to school Archer to death. It's not fast, but it's just skill. It thrusts like a waterfall with no change in speed. What can Archer do? As he's now on the defensive. With such a short sword, he can only parry the lance. He has no way to close on Lancer, as as he continues to retreat. A vacuum of steel unfolds. Support. I have to back Archer up, but my throat won't respond. My magic has poor aim. Unless Archer gets far away from Lancer, I will hit him with my magic as well. Such an opening would only increase Lancer's advantage. And besides, frankly, I'm captivated. This is a battle between servants. This is the Holy Grail War itself, where we can use heroic spirits. The highest rank of familiar, whom we never otherwise obtain. Servants, familiars of different classes that obey the 7 masters. These are the highest ranked familiars called heroic spirits that the Holy Grail summons. So, it's misleading to call them familiars. Originally, familiars were just beings that ran errands for the magus. Imagine perhaps a cat in boots. Or a cute white bird. Or a black dog that doesn't obey his master. Or something like that. Familiars that a mere magus can summon are of that level. Familiars that are just familiars. There are only mascots that run errands for the masters, so they cannot be being stronger than the masters. The servants are different. They are the most powerful beings. Even for sorcerers, of which there are only 5 in this world. It would probably be impossible to form contracts with them. It's not like that the summoning is hard or even that the ability of a servant surpasses that of a magus. Servants themselves are beings above magic. I'll make it clear. Servants are heroes from the past. Myth, legend, fable, history. Fiction or not, the superhuman beings who gain concrete existence in folklore are what we call heroes. A hero that becomes internal in people's minds is no longer human after their death and is promoted to another form of existence. Humans who bring about miracles, save people, and achieve great deeds are called heroes, even after death. After being so called, they are promoted to heroic spirits after their death and become guardians of humanity. It doesn't matter whether these people existed in reality or only in stories. It is people's minds that creates a hero. People's wishes that this is how things should be. Give them form and set them up as real. Authenticity does not matter. They can have form as long as they have the fame as a legend. People have faith. The ultimate ideal humans have created. The greatest human people have created. These are the heroes, heroic spirits. And of course, since they are beyond human, they cannot be controlled by humans. A magus usually borrows their power only to mimic them. They can summon a heroic spirit themselves. But the Holy Grail made its impossibility into reality. It summons the heroic spirit beyond human control and turns it into a familiar obedient to the master. That nonsense is proof that the Holy Grail is almighty. And with the passing of years and ignored, the heroic spirits are summoned. The most recent, from 100 years ago, the oldest from the ancient days. The 7 heroic spirits obey each of the 7 masters, protect them, and eliminate the masters of the enemy. Heroes from every age and country are revived into the present day to kill an order from supremacy. That is why this ritual is called the Holy Grail War. But it seems that the Holy Grail has its limits too. Even though the Holy Grail cannot indiscriminately call onto the spirits-like beings, this is a form invented by humans is required for the imaginary 6th element, known as the devil, to take form. Heroic spirits also need a form to live in this world. That form is a temporary name, and the way they exist in this world. The Holy Grail has furnished classes so that the heroic spirits may take form more easily, and it only summons the heroic spirits that matches these classes. It's like a passport to the present, and sets up the role as a familiar in advance. By allowing the summoned heroic spirit to take on that role, it helps the spirit to take form. If there are 7 masters chosen by the Holy Grail, there are also 7 servants obeying those masters. There are 7 furnaces classes. Knight of the Sword, Saber. Knight of the Lance, Lancer. Knight of the Bow, Archer. Mounted Soldier, Rider. Magus, Caster. Silent Killer, Assassin. Mad Warrior, Berserker. Only the heroic spirits with attributes of these classes are summoned to the present to obey the master and become a servant. That is the servant system. Summoning and contract with a heroic spirit beyond human control to win the miracle beyond human grasp. The ultimate competition held only on this ground. The one and only Holy Grail War. Loud crash. The short sword has deflected lance flies from Archer's hand. This is Lancer's technique. A straight thrust that turns into a sweep at Archer's wrist. It is a blow Archer could not avoid even if he had seen it coming. There's no effective way of parrying a lance with a sword. Because that's also the truth in every Fire Emblem game ever. A strong rebuff only results in stronger counterattack, and a weak rebuff does not create any openings. The important aspect of the battle between the sword and the lance lies in defeating the enemy when he is at the wrong range.
Manuke.
There's no hesitation in Lancer. His movement to push Archer back stops. But why does Archer have a sword now and not a bow? He must intend to end the match in a single instant. The stairs of the firmly placed Lancer and the swordless Archer clash. In that instant, the lance is thrust just like a flash of light. It can't even be seen. Forehead, neck and heart. 3 shots are launched. Anyone a fatal blow. But flash too fast to see is repelled by a shining blade. In Archer's hand is a short sword again. A sword like before. A Chinese sword like a hatchet. But the biggest difference is dual wielding. Awesome. A pair of swords. In his hands are matched swords, mirror images of each other. Also, come on mouse, work with me. This just looks badass as shit. And also slams flies. As is the finish Archer off, the lance moves faster and faster. Also, look at that! Obviously, graphic. Archer defends with a burning spirit. That hawk-like eyes say that he will not retreat anymore. No, that he only will advance from now on. Catching sounds are like a well-orchestrated music. two steels clanging against each other, sparking clashes increase in rhythm without cause. The battle of the two is like a vacuum. It sucks in the air around them, and seems like anything approaching them would be cut into pieces. In reality, it only lasts an instant. With me looking on, it seems like an infinitely long time. Lancer tries not to let Archer near him, while Archer advances using the sword as a shield. Over 100 blows have been thrown, and Archer loses the sword every time. But it's only for a moment as Archer has the sword in his hand the next instant, pulling Lancer back a little each time. Lancer finally admits his carelessness, but even though he doesn't know who is before him, he will be delusional if he dismisses him as a mere bowman. The distance widens. Probably to recover, Lancer put a large distance between them. His speed is extraordinary. Archer's charge went out of this world, but it was still slow compared to Lancer. The movement of his retreat has panther-like speed and agility.
27. それだけ弾き飛ばしてもまだあるとはな。
Lancer mutters in irritation. No, it's more like confusion. I feel the same way. According to Father, a servant carries only one weapon. The weapon is filled with magical energy, so it's not like something that can be created one after another, like Archer was just doing. Servants are heroes that sublimate their spirits after death, equating the Holy Spirits. To put it another way, they are like devils or angels. They are powerful familiars on their own, but the most powerful weapon is their proof of heroism, a magical item called their Noble Phantasm. A Noble Phantasm is a weapon or armor the servant used when they were a hero, and is treated as a last resort. But Archer didn't know who he was, so Noble Phantasm is the one and only weapon for a servant. This is because the Noble Phantasm is the ultimate weapon without equal. The lance that Lancer is using will show its power as Noble Phantasm when Lancer deems it necessary. A Noble Phantasm is an impressive weapon by itself, but its true ability is to release all its power using its true name. Hero's weapon which ruled over all others and which have killed dragons and gods. Servants activate the Noble Phantasms using their magical energy. It's much like magic. Servants recreate the destructions in legend using their weapons as a catalyst. Oops, my mouse is not working with me today. Those weapons are never disposable. Swords that Archer brought out must be excellent, but he cannot be his Noble Phantasm. Well, if he is of an Archer class, then I assume that his weapon would be a bow of some kind. He is the servant Archer, so the Noble Phantasm he conceals must be a bow.
どうしたランサー、様子見とは君らしくないな。先ほどの勢いはどこに行った？
タヌキが減らず口を叩きやがるか。
Lancer's irritation is understandable. Even though Lancer fought as a spearman, Archer fended him off as a swordsman. Which means Archer hasn't shown any of his abilities yet. So it's natural for Lancer to feel ghastly.
いいぜ、聞いてやるよ。てめえどこの英雄だ？二等使いの旧兵なぞ聞いたことがない。
そういう君は分かりやすいな。僧兵には最速の英雄が選ばれるというが、君はその中でもえりすぐりだ。
So, that is safe to say that there are multiple sabers and multiple archers and multiple lancers, etc. Because it's a class, a group of heroes with the same classification, if I understand correctly. Is that why there are that much fate-related anime? because there are several reincarnations of heroes and stuff.
これほどの宗師は世界に3人といまい。加えて獣のごとき敏捷さといえばおそらく1人。
ほう、よく言ったアーチャー。
In that instant, his fast murderous intent makes me forget to breathe. Lancer's arm moves. This is different from before. Stands free from contempt. Spearhead is lowered as if to strike the ground, and then only his stare pieces are sure.
ならば食らうか。我が必殺の一撃を。
Look at this. It's insane. This is so intense. My throat is all dry from reading so much, but it's so worth it.
止めはしない。いずれ越えねばならぬ敵だ。
Lancer's body sinks down. At the same time, a chill like thorns fills the schoolyard. The air freezes. Not a metaphor. It literally freezes. All the mana in the air is frozen. The only person allowed to breathe here is the warrior called Lancer. The lance in Lancer's hand is unmistakably a demonic one. Yeah, I figured that one looked red and demonic-like, so... And now, it is waiting to take its true form in the moment it strikes. Crap. Will we be beaten? I don't know what kind of noble phantasm that is, but Archie will be beaten. It's implausible since this is the first time I felt such an intuition, but there's no doubt about it. Archie will die when that lance is thrust. It is determined. Literally, Lancer's lance is the embodiment of inescapable death. Archie will be defeated. Archie will die when Lancer beats his heart. And yet, even though I know what's going to happen, I can't even help him. Because if I move even a finger, it will trigger the attack. So if anything can stop this battle and stop Archie's defeat, it would be...
誰だ?
It would be the chance appearance of a stranger we all have overlooked. The opponent master, I would assume.
Eh?
The ghastly air coming from Lancer disappears. The sound of fleeing footsteps. That figure is definitely wearing a school uniform.
生徒、まだ学校に残ってたの？
そのようだな。おかげで命拾いしたが。
Archie says calmly, well, we are certainly saved, but...
失敗した。ランさんに気を取られて、周りの気配に気づかなかった。って、アーチャー、あんた何してんの？
見てわからないか。手が空いたから休んでいる。
んなわけないでしょ。ランさんはどうしたのよ。
さっきの人影を追ったよ。目撃者だからな。おそらく消しに行ったのだろう。
For an instant, my thoughts stop.
追ってアーチャー。私もすぐに追いつくから。
Archie goes after Lancer immediately.
くそ、なんて間抜け。
I curse my carelessness. It's the rule of Magi to eliminate any witnesses. Which is why everyone didn't want to do that when I just had to allow no witnesses. I've done it until now, so why do I have to make a mistake today? Of all days. A night where even the moonlight is obscured. A student is lying on the cold hallway floor and Archie is standing still. He is staring blankly at the student. The smell hits my nose. The blood on the floor makes it clear that it's the smell of death.
追ってアーチャー。ランサーはマスターのところに戻るはず。せめて相手の顔ぐらい把握しないと割が合わない。
Archie goes after Lancer. I'm left alone with the student lying on the floor. Who is it? I can't look straight at him, but I must. This is my fault. This is my fault. My fault. Ever since I was a child, ever since I became the successor of Tosaka, I've been preparing for something like this. There's no good or evil for Meiji. I've always told myself that this road had only my blood and the blood of others, so...
ランサーの槍で一月か。心臓をやられてちゃ助からない。
Who is it? I don't know how long it's been since last I killed him. Was he lucky or unlucky to be pierced through the heart? I guess Lancer's attack isn't a simple external wound, as the flow of blood from the rupture isn't too severe. It's not too severe, but it's all over when the brain doesn't get any more blood. No, basically, if the heart were pierced, he should have died instantly.
その割にはまだ死んでないってのはすごいな。
Yes, still breathing faintly, as if to give his last scream. But that will only last a few more seconds. He can't heal his own wounds, and I don't have enough power to save him either.
顔を見ないと。それぐらいはしなくちゃ。
This is so damn intense. I mean, this will probably be an hour-long video, but I can't and I won't cut it in pieces. This is just one big video. I tried to touch the head facing the ground. I realized my fingertips won't move. They're trembling, just like my voice. I wonder why. I'm used to such things. I've had to make these kinds of choices many times before. I've lost many things due to my mistakes and my selfishness. That's why I'm ready for a day like this. So why? Why am I so angry at myself?
ごめんね。見とるぐらいはしてあげる。
I control my trembling fingers and my failing knees with my will. I look at the face of the student. A huge smacking sound. It really feels like I've been hit on the head with a hammer.
やめてよね。なんだってあんたが。
What? Oh! I grit my teeth. Not to suppress my trembling. I'm really pissed off. Why is it him? Why did it have to be him? I'm not mad at Lancer for killing a witness quickly and perfectly, just like a servant should do. I'm just angry at him for staying late at this place on this day. Sakura's face flashes in my mind. She will definitely cry. And I recall one written the day after school a long time ago. A distant sunset. The one always running alone. And the boring girl staring at that from far away. And before me the corpse of someone who happened to get involved. There is a way. I might feel I lose my last resort in the process, but there is still a way. No, I'll lose my last resort whether I succeed or fail, so the result for me won't change. It's a mistake. The fact of his death is already determined. It's my fault for not noticing the things around me. It's his fault for unluckily staying late. But don't need to go that far. Yes, because this is what my father, who gave me nothing else, left just for me. A powerful chunk of my magical energy. A reliable last resort to win through this battle. A precious, precious thing just for me.
だからなんだってのよ、バカ。
I shake the feeling off and kneel in front of the one who will become a corpse in another second.